What's up, you guys? This is Rob from Guy Plays, and today on the Snapshot, we're going to be taking a look at the Project Pyrus reward, the Zylok. Okay, there is something suspicious going on here, because legit, I was just going to record a video on the new Zylok, but apparently some shit's going down, and I was not aware. I was like, that event's just too easy. I was like, there's gotta be something more, and then I started working on my video, and then all of a sudden this weird bullshittery happened, and I think that the last instance I was in was bugged, because maybe, you know, you'll see what happens. Unfortunately, there is Mr. Sargus Ruck right there, and apparently he wants to burn some shit down. Is this what this is? Look at, isn't it very, very red? And okay, so in my previous video I had said something about in my previous video I had said something about the fact that it was very red, but it makes sense why it's red, why it's very red veil-y and very fiery. But we'll cover that in 1 second. Let me just go ahead and take care of this. Apparently nobody wants to join. Okay, we got friends now. We got a friend. And that's because of the fact that this is, I guess, the Ember relay. And I find it very, very odd because I was not prepped for this. This is literally the only weapon that I have on me at the moment. So as you can see, this is actually the Ember relay, which is pretty freaking dope, as you can see right here. Oh, hello. Hi, friend. So I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do. Oh, now we gotta fight Ruck. So he's popping in. This was an interesting surprise that I did not expect. Let's see what happens now. If there's any additional thing that we get towards the end. Maybe there's like a little sign that we get. Okay. Okay.
I always knew it was only a matter of time before Ruck came for us. Can't lie. Without you, Tenno, we'd all be dead. Let this relay stand as a memorial to our friendship.
Friendship, fantastic. Oh, we got the Liset Athari skin. Yes, okay. Well, that works. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other rewards while we're at it. We might as well. So we've got the Ember Reprise, which is the big statue that we have at the very, what do you call this? At the very big, the center of that relay. And then we also have a pistol riven mod, which you get, and then we also get the Zylok. So just in case you guys were curious, let's see if we can go ahead and take a look at the relay and maybe take a quick tour of it where it's not under attack. Okay, let's do that, because this was the only thing that they listed as a reward initially. They were like, "Oh, surprise! It's a reward." I was like, "This is the reward?" I was like, the reward is being able to go onto the relay? But apparently there are layers. So once you complete the first set of quests, that's when you get the Zylok, that's when you get the Ember statue, that's when you get the pistol ribbon, and then this is the actual relay. So let's do a quick tour of this one, and then we can go ahead and jump in to the rest of the weapon review. I hope that it's not weird keeping all of that in there, but I thought that was kind of entertaining. I didn't realize that that was a thing that was gonna happen. I was like, surprise! Here's some magic. It actually, like, now that I know that it's an Ember, that it's kind of like Ember themed, it makes a lot more sense. Because I was like, oh, this is being built by Steel Meridian. Why the fuck does it look like a red veil thing? But because of the fact that it is Ember themed, look at that. And she's got a heat sword too, how thematic. Very, very pretty. Let's take a look around where everything is. All right, so this feels kind of familiar. This is just basically the regular standard wings. Then we have the upstairs area. So everything is pretty much laid out exactly the same, except we've got fiery balls. Oh, no, those are bushes. Basically, this is pretty much all the same. They just reskin certain parts of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Zylok. Now, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's not a great weapon. Let's take a look at its statistics real quick. So as you can see right here, it is primarily slash based. It does have some impact and some puncture, very little puncture, mainly slash. like halfway with the impact. It has very little to like almost no critical chance. I almost want to just say that's like a no critical chance, because at this point 8% is just teensy tiners. And then we have a 26% status chance. And that's really where it shines, or as much as it can possibly shine. As you can tell right now, I've got 4 Forma on my Zylok, and I've been playing around with a couple of different builds, because if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm one of those people that really get anxious when it comes to like putting out a build and testing out a weapon, because I don't really want to be wrong about things. So I'm like, all right, let's test every angle that we can get at it and see exactly how well it's going to perform. Especially when it comes to builds, because, you know, like on a general, ain't nobody looking for a gay guy to tell them what their builds are. I mean, maybe that's just what I feel is out into the universe, but maybe not. But take a look at this. So I'm using corrosive on it right now. I did use viral on it, and the reason I'm currently using corrosive is because viral was kind of shitty too. All right, so this is how it performs right now. We are eating through ammo left, right, and center, but as you can see, corrosive slowly but surely gets the job done. Slowly but surely. Let's take a look at the build real quick. So as you can see with this build, we've got the basics, because there's no what to call this, there's no critical chance on it, so I'm really not going to focus on that. But as you can see, we've got the basic stuff. I went ahead and put Auger Pact in there just because we're not going to be focusing on crits, so it's nice to boost up the base damage. This is the corrosive setup that I have, so I'm using pathogen rounds, and I went ahead and put maim on this to encourage the slash procs. I've even gone ahead and used fire as well, kind of like, you know, trying to pump it up to the 100% or almost 100% status chance. Ooh, is it really not going to do that? Let's just give it a shot. Let's see what happens, because we could do blast on it real quick. This is a quick experiment to... Well, I guess it's just not going to get there, so maybe I'm not going to use blast. Let's go ahead and leave maim on there, and I'll show you that even with even pushing up the status chance a little bit further, it still does not feel any good. Then we'll go ahead and try a viral variation. Ah, I'm gonna die! Oh wait, no, I'm invincible. I'm stupid. But as you can see, this doesn't feel like it kind of like pushes it any further than that. So I kind of like to keep the status... What's the word I want to say? I kind of like to keep the elements kind of simple, so I know that the main 2 ones are going to be slash and corrosive. So I don't like adding in another damage type if I don't have to. It's not the most impressive out there, as you guys can already see, but I know that some of you guys are going to have questions about this with a little bit of viral. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out, and I'm going to push... Let's put in pathogen rounds for a little push to viral as well. So let's give that a shot and see how this plays out, so you guys can get an idea of how this all works. To be completely honest with you, I was actually planning on doing a little bit of gameplay after this, but like, it's just not impressive enough of a weapon for me to really feel like it warrants that. The only thing that I have to, and you can hear I'm clicking as fast as I possibly can do it, and it's just not ridiculously impressive. Now, don't get me wrong, for the star chart, this is going to be completely fine. This is going to be a weapon that works for pretty much the most of the star chart. We're testing it out on 155s. Like, this is absolutely nothing. Like, if we drop this down to like 50s and 60s, we'd be able to take those enemies down fairly quickly. But I know that especially for the veteran players out there, we want to make sure that, you know, we test these out in environments that, you know, maybe something that they're striving towards, whether they're doing like a long survival or something like that. To be honest, this one doesn't necessarily compare, but let's say we drop it down. Let's say we drop it down to like 60. Like, this is going to make quick work of any enemies, right? So let's go ahead and simulate it at 60, and we'll see how fast it goes. But, you know, that's not really, you know, I hate to say it, that's not really much of a challenge. Like, 60 is not much of a challenge. Let's bump it up to 100 and see how it performs there, because I do have a feeling that it's gonna start struggling at like 125-ish. Not that very many players are going to be playing 125, but, you know, just saying, if you guys are curious. Yeah, as you can see here, at 100 it's fine. even at 100, it's kind of chugging along, if you know what I mean. Like, if we pulled out something like the Pyrus Prime, like, that one would massacre left, right, and center. But that is basically the rundown for this weapon. It's not super impressive. It is pretty. It is just another take on the Cerberus. It's a burst fire. And that's all she wrote. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something that I missed. Because I feel like, you know, I always want to try to, like, make it work, see if there's an angle that I'm not getting at it with, seeing if there's something that, you know, didn't quite jive. So go ahead and leave that all in the comments below. Let me know if you found a way to make this better than what it is. Because right now, for me, at least at this standpoint, it feels like something that's a nice to take on the star chart, but beyond that, doesn't have much more functionality. Not that a lot of people are going too much past the star chart. Toss that in the comments below. Now let's do a quick jump to the ship thing. Alrighty, so I've been toying around with it for a while, and to be completely honest with you, this is the best that I could make the ship look. It's a free skin, so, you know, maybe if you just want to dress up your ship in some way, shape, or form and you don't have access to any other skins and you got tired of the other ones, this is something new to add in to your repertoire. However, me personally, it is definitely not my favorite. It just looks a little too matte. There are no bright, shiny metallics to it. The patterning is just a little odd. I don't know if I relate this to the Steel Meridian, and I don't really know if I relate this to necessarily the relay that they've created. Maybe the fire is like Ember or something, but yeah, that's what this is. You know, I think we're just gonna go ahead and just go back to this, because I've been meaning to do it for a while. And just stick to the Liset Prime. Regardless, that about does it for me for now. Leave all of your feelings down in the comments below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.